Lumbar puncture. Definition: lumbar puncture or spinal tap is carried out by inserting a needle into lumbar subarachnoid space to withdraw cerebrospinal fluid. Purposes: to obtain CSF for analysis and diagnosis of meningitis, meningoencephalitis, subarachnoid hemorrhage, any malignancy for diagnosis and treatment, pseudotumor cerebri, other neurologic syndromes, and to drain cerebrospinal fluid and reduce intracranial space to instill medications. Coming to the contraindications: increased intracranial pressure and the patient undergone any head CT before study, if focal neurologic findings present to rule out impending cerebral mass herniation, and if platelet count is less than 40,000 and prothrombin time is less than 50% of control. Lumbar puncture in certain diseases: hydrocephalus, enlarged ventricle size and in suspected normal pressure hydrocephalus, and coma if CT is negative and intracranial pressure increased. Meningitis, exclude mass lesion and confirm diagnosis. Technique of doing lumbar puncture. So mainly we will use the needle that is 20 or 22 gauge and prefer atraumatic rather than cutting needle. So here you can see there are various types of needle and gauges, that is Gertix Smarts, that is 26 gauge needles, Pertl 25 gauge, and Whitaker, that is 25 gauge, and Quink needle, that is 25 gauge. So 1.5 for less than 1 year age and 2.5 inch gauge we will use for 1 year to middle childhood, and 3.5 we will use for older children and adolescents, and mainly large needle we will use for large adolescents. So how we will insert the needle? Insertion of needle. Needle mainly inserted into subarachnoid space through intervertebral space. You can see how the needle is inserted in the subarachnoid space through intervertebral space. Position of patient. So spinal cord ends at lumbar 1, L1 to L2. So sites for puncture are located at L3 to L4 or L4 to L5. That is between L3 or L4 or L4 to L5. And restrain patient in lateral decubitus position, maximally flex spine without compromising airway. Keep alignment of feet, knees and hips position, head to left in right handed or vice versa. Equipments used: sterile CSF tray with spinal needle, anesthetics such as topical, mainly silocaine cream or lidocaine, one person with 25 gauge needle and syringe, provident iodine solution and sponge, mainly for cleaning, and drapes, gauze and bandages, manometer, stopcock, tubing and specimen bottle. Coming to the pre-procedure. Obtain a return consent for the procedure, explain the procedure to the patient, determine whether patient have any doubts or misconceptions. So we have to clearly explain the procedure to the patient and bystanders and reassure the patient. Instruct patient to avoid after procedure, before procedure. Procedure. So you can see the shoulders mainly kept in vertical position. Position the patient at one side of edge of bed. Place a small pillow under patient's head and another between the legs. Assist the patient to maintain position. Encourage patient to relax and to breathe normally. And describe the procedure step one by one. Then the physician cleanses the site with antiseptic solution and drapes the site. Local anesthetic is injected to numb the site and a spinal needle is inserted to subarachnoid space with a stillet with the bevel up to keep and a specimen of cerebrospinal fluid is collected usually in 3 test tubes. Needle is withdrawn and a small dressing is applied at puncture site, and we have to send the specimen to lab immediately. After the procedure, instruct patient to lie on prone for 2 to 3 hours. Monitor patient for any complications. Encourage to increase fluid intake. Coming to the complications, headache, back pain. Occasionally it will be relieved within short period, and disc herniation if needle advanced too far. Bleeding or fluid leak around spinal cord, infection, pain, hematoma, subarachnoid epidermal cyst, ocular muscle palsy for 1% of people may develop, no trauma, brainstem herniation. Post lumbar puncture headache, throbbing bifrontal and occipital headache, dull and deep in character, severe on sitting or standing. It can be avoided by using small gauge needle. Keep patient prone after procedure for 2 hours, then side lying for 2 to 3 hours, then supine or prone for 6 or more hours. Management: bed rest, analgesics, hydration, fluid therapy, and epidural blood patch. CSF analysis. So CSF mainly it will be clear and colorless, secreted by choroid plexus of spinal cord, exists in subarachnoid space. It is about 150 to 200 ml, acts as shock absorber, transports nutrients. CSF analysis: if CSF is blood tinct, 3 samples has to be collected, uniformly stained, that is 1, 2, 3, that is 2 bottle we will be take the sample, and CSF clears in 3 bottle, that is traumatic trap. Here you can see the 3 bottle, it's in different color, different stage we will be collecting. Standard test usually obtained for cell count, culture, glucose and protein testing, red blood cells and differential white blood cells, and bacteriological gram stain and culture. In biochemical, mainly protein 0.15 to 0.45 gram per liter, glucose 0.45 to 0.70 gram per liter. Special test: so in case to rule out subarachnoid hemorrhage, spectrophotometry, malignant tumor cytology, tuberculosis polymerase chain reaction, Jensen culture, non-bacterial infection, virology, fungal and parasitic studies, demyelinating disease, oligoclonal bands, neurosyphilis, VD oral test, and cryptococcus culture antigen detection, and in HIV culture antigen detection and antiviral antibodies. Thank you.